Welcome to the Bullvine Podcast, your go-to source for inside stories, cutting-edge research, and the latest updates in the world of dairy farming. The 52nd episode explores how maximizing lying time is the key to healthier, more productive dairy cows. So please grab a glass of milk, sit back, and let's get started with this week's episode.
Have you ever considered how a comfortable cow can impact your bottom line? Keeping your dairy cows comfortable isn't just about plush bedding and a soft touch. It's about understanding their needs, especially when it comes to lying down. Lying time is a critical element of dairy cow welfare and productivity, as a cow's need for rest is as crucial as their need for food. Cows need their downtime and will trade things like feeding for rest. When well rested, cows tend to be healthier, more productive, and less stressed. This article delves into why lying time is so important for dairy cows. By the end, you'll understand the factors influencing lying time and how it impacts health and production. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or new to the industry, this deep dive will provide fresh insights into optimizing your herd's welfare and output, offering practical tips that could improve your cow's housement, living conditions, and potentially increase your operation's efficiency and profitability.
This knowledge is critical in optimizing your herd's welfare and output. The average lying time for dairy cows varies significantly, often between 9 and 12 hours daily. These variations largely depend on the type of housing system in which the cows are kept. For instance, cows in freestall and tie stall systems generally spend about 10 to 12 hours lying down daily. In contrast, those in pasture, dry lots, and bedded packs spend more than 9 hours lying daily. This difference in lying time can be attributed to factors like the comfort of the lying surface and overall space available, influencing how long cows choose or can rest. Understanding cows' lying behavior is a crucial aspect of managing their welfare. Cows follow a structured pattern of lying down for specific durations in various bouts throughout the day. Each bout averages around 70 to 80 minutes, and the number of these lying bouts can vary. This knowledge empowers farmers to cater to individual cow needs, enhancing their sense of competence in managing their herd's welfare. Sufficient lying time must be balanced. It is critical for dairy cows' physical and mental well-being. Physically, lying down reduces pressure on the legs and hooves, preventing health issues like lameness, a significant welfare concern in the industry. Mentally, adequate rest supports natural behaviors and reduces stress, contributing to overall herd health and productivity. Thus, ensuring that cows can lie comfortably for adequate periods is essential for their welfare and the farm's operational success.
The importance of lying down for dairy cows cannot be overstated. It's not just a preference, but a high priority need, similar to how humans might value their rest after a long day. Cows demonstrate rebound lying behavior when they've been deprived of their ability to lie down. Imagine you've been on your feet for hours on end. The moment you find a place to sit, chances are you'd collapse onto it immediately. Similarly, cows forced to stand for prolonged periods increase their lying activity once they get the opportunity. For instance, just a 3 to 4 hour stretch of standing can cause them to lie down significantly longer when they finally get the chance. Trade-offs between activities reveal that cows often prioritize lying down over other behaviors, such as feeding. When time budgets are tight and they must choose, they repeatedly opt for lying down, even at the expense of intake and subsequent weight loss. This behavior underscores the value cows place on rest, fostering empathy and understanding in the audience. Frustration quickly surfaces when cows are unable to fulfill their need for rest. Not only do we see physical indicators like increased restlessness, swapping weight between limbs, or repeated lying attempts only to stand back up, but there's also a potential psychological toll. Prolonged deprivation can lead to stress responses reflected in cows' hormone levels, evoking a sense of concern and compassion in the audience. The welfare implications are significant. Limiting a cow's ability to lie down can exacerbate stress, leading to potential health issues. Inadequate rest impacts their comfort and overall well-being, highlighting the critical need for proper management practices, prioritizing ample and comfortable lying opportunities for dairy cattle.
The health and well-being of dairy cows are intricately linked to their lying time, which has wide-ranging implications. One of the primary health concerns associated with inadequate lying time is an increased risk of lameness. Research indicates that uncomfortable or insufficient resting areas can exacerbate this issue, leading to prolonged lying times that differ from cows naturally spent lying due to various ailments. A cascade of stress responses can occur when dairy cows are forced to stand for extended periods. The physiological stress associated with reduced lying time is multifaceted. It can trigger hormonal changes, including elevated levels of stress hormones like cortisol, which indicate that the cow's welfare is compromised. These stress responses may affect the cow's health and productivity. Milk production is susceptible to these welfare issues. If cows are stressed or uncomfortable, their feed intake may decrease, affecting milk yield. Although some studies have found no direct correlation between reduced lying time and milk production, any stress-induced reduction in feeding time can lead to lower milk yields, highlighting a potential welfare concern. The implications extend beyond milk production. Dairy cows also require sufficient lying time for adequate sleep and rumination. Sleep, particularly REM sleep, is essential for maintaining overall health and functionality, yet cows must lie down to experience this rest phase. Similarly, rumination, a critical digestive process, is predominantly performed while cows are recumbent. Although cows can adapt by ruminating while standing, this is not ideal. It suggests that reducing a cow's lying time can impact these vital processes, potentially affecting their health and productivity. Dairy farmers are responsible for ensuring that cows have comfortable, sufficient resting opportunities. Addressing these needs can mitigate the risks of lameness and stress-related health issues, directly supporting dairy cows' welfare and productivity.
The lying time of dairy cows isn't just a number game. It's an intricate dance with numerous factors. Starting with the type of housing system, cows in T-stall and freestall setups tend to catch more rest, averaging between 10 and 12 hours a day. Meanwhile, cows in bedded packs, dry lots, or out on pasture generally clock about 9 hours. Why the discrepancy? It's mainly due to how each system is orchestrated. Freestalls, for instance, are often designed to ensure each cow has its own space to relax. In contrast, cows in pasture need to invest more time grazing, which might cut into their nap time. But it continues with housing types. Time constraints, particularly from feeding and milking routines, can significantly impact lying time. Picture this: a cow waits for her turn at the feeder longer than she'd like. This waiting stint has just eaten into her relaxation period. Similarly, milking time can play a spoiler role. When processes are protracted and cows spend significant time standing, lying time shrinks, pushing cows to compromise on their natural rest behaviors. Stocking density, or how many cows share available stalls, critically affects comfort levels. Overstocking, more than 1.2 cows per stall, typically spells less lying time for subordinates in the herd. This aspect often unlawfully extends the body's stress limits, forcing cows to jostle harder for coveted resting spots, reducing the overall downtime. The quality of the lying surface is another chapter in this narrative. Provide a plush, soft bed, and cows will be content to lie down more. But a harsh, bare concrete surface? Expect them to shy away. Mats or mattresses offer more softness, encouraging longer rests than those confined to hard surfaces. Surprisingly, material matters less than expected, with rivals like straw and sand often providing similar comforts. Subsequent discussions about dairy welfare must prioritize aligning housing and management practices with cows' innate needs for rest. As stewards of their environment, we must assess and adjust these factors to ensure our herds are comfortably accommodated, meet standard metrics, and enhance overall well-being.
The time dairy cows lie down is intricately linked to their characteristics. Age, parity, reproductive state, and milk production each influence this complex behavior, leading to significant variability in lying times among cows. Analyzing these factors helps illuminate how they might affect individual welfare, but presents challenges in interpreting them. Age and parity. Age and parity often influence lying times, but not consistently. Some research indicates older or higher parity cows tend to lie down more, possibly due to differing energy reserves or mobility levels. However, other studies report the opposite, or no significant variance, leaving the true impact ambiguous. The inconsistency indicates that while older cows might need more rest due to joint stress or other age-related factors, they might also have the experience to choose optimal times and places for resting. This variability makes it challenging to pinpoint exact welfare implications. Reproductive state. Reproductive activities have a noticeable impact on lying behavior. During estrus, cows generally increase their activity, resulting in reduced lying time. This decrease could indicate either increased vitality or discomfort due to hormonal changes. Likewise, approaching parturition, cows alter their lying patterns, possibly due to physical discomfort or the need to find a secluded spot for calving. These changes emphasize heightened energy demands or behavioral priorities, but hint at potential stressors, thus complicating welfare assessments. Milk production. High milk-yielding cows frequently show reduced lying times. This might be a byproduct of increased feeding times to meet their energy requirements. However, this reduction could lead to adverse welfare outcomes if it increases standing time, particularly on uncomfortable surfaces. Balancing the time needed for feeding and rest requires careful management to ensure high-yielding cows maintain good health and well-being. Implications for welfare. Understanding these factors is crucial, as they can signal shifts in welfare. High lying times may not always equate to good welfare, mainly due to illnesses like lameness. Conversely, low lying times don't inherently denote poor welfare if the cow engages in other beneficial activities like feeding. The key is interpreting these lying times within context, recognizing that they are just one piece of the complex puzzle that makes up a cow's behavioral and physiological health. The challenge is accurately interpreting these behavior patterns amid countless variables. Reliable welfare assessments must consider a cow's environment and physiological state, avoiding the pitfalls of drawing simplistic conclusions from lying behavior alone.
The welfare of dairy cows is intimately tied to their ability to lie down, as numerous studies underscore its crucial role. The motivation to lie down is strong, with cows willing to sacrifice eating time to rest. Restricting lying down can lead to frustration, increased risk of lameness, and potentially compromised health, signaling significant welfare concerns. Evidence suggests that cows generally require 9 to 12 hours of lying time daily. However, setting a precise threshold is complex. Factors such as reproductive status, milk production levels, and time spent grazing influence lying times and must be considered when assessing welfare. Further complicating this picture is the quality of lying time, which still needs to be explored. We do not fully understand how lying correlates with sleep quality or how different environments impact the restfulness of lying periods. Similarly, the motivation and purpose behind standing behaviors must be better understood. Given these complexities, a multifaceted approach to welfare assessment that includes lying time alongside other animal-based and environmental indicators is recommended. These considerations highlight the need for further research into the nuances of cow lying and standing behaviors to better inform welfare standards and practices.
The article delves into the critical aspect of lying time for dairy cows, highlighting its significant impact on their welfare and overall productivity. It explores how cows are highly motivated to rest and willing to forego other essential activities to spend adequate time lying down. Research indicates that inadequate resting conditions can lead to health issues like lameness and stress, ultimately affecting milk production and the animal's well-being. The article emphasizes the importance of providing comfortable, clean, and adequately sized resting areas and challenges dairy farmers to reassess their current practices. The shared insights underscore that investing in better cow comfort correlates with improved health and productivity. Dairy farmers and industry professionals are encouraged to reflect on these findings and consider implementing changes prioritizing cow comfort. We invite you to share your thoughts and experiences about dairy cow comfort and lying time. Your insights are invaluable, and discussing these topics can enhance practices industry-wide. Please comment below or share this article with your peers to spread awareness and drive positive change in dairy farming.
Thank you for tuning in to the Bullvine Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's insightful discussion. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Catch you next time on the Bovine Podcast, where bovine expertise and community come together.